All right, y'all.
We're back.
We're Black and White Randomz Podcast. I'm T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get down to business.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys well know, well, some of you know, some of you don't.
I'll say some of you at this point should
got
know.
A bunch of random topics. I pretty much shoot Trish a bunch of random topics.
Yep.
We review them. And that's pretty much how this thing goes.
Yep.
Some of it is world events, popular topics, you name it. We probably touched on it at a point. All right.
Leave suggestions.
We do take suggestions. Just make sure you guys like, comment, share,
subscribe,
please, or follow, depending on the platform.
True.
Anyway, so have you heard of the story about the lady who found human remains in her son's bedroom?
No.
You have not heard about this story. Oh, this story is starting to go viral too, which is crazy.
No, I heard about the one a couple months ago, but I hadn't heard about this one. What?
Oh, the boy is like 19, I believe. His mom, mind you, we're seeing all of this through the lens of like, I think it's the police body cam.
Okay.
So the mom is pretty much. She called the police on her son because she found remains in his bedroom. Of course, you know, they asked like how old the son is. The son is 19, white male. And the mom is freaking out like, oh my God, he's only 19, he's only 19. But she still proceeds to call the cops because like now at this point, I don't even know who I'm living with.
True.
Like I have no idea who this child is.
No.
Like, what are you talking about? So she calls the police. Police come. The son is at the house.
Okay.
Right? The police officer, like, he walks up on the son, and obviously he starts asking him like a series of questions.
Right.
Now, mind you, like when I tell you this kid is cool, calm, collected, like he's just having a regular conversation. Like the police officer is basically asking him, like, you know, what did your mom like find in your room? Human remains, a head and some hands. Like, sir, that's not even normal. But I mean, like, when I tell you this kid has like a straight face, and he was like, well, whose remains are they? He's like, the guy's name is Warren. I can't remember his last name or whatever. And he's like, well, why would Warren's remains be in your bedroom? He was like, oh, I killed him.
What?
And he was like, well, why would you do something like that? And he's like, I always wondered what it felt like to kill somebody.
What the hell?
Blank face, swear to gosh, like, just, like, it was just a normal day in the neighborhood, like Mr. Rogers. That was an American reference, because I know we have some people that listen to us outside of the country.
I'd like to believe that y'all would probably know who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you don't, go look him up. What in the... No.
Yeah.
No, that's not
like,
real.
Who are you?
There's not real. That's not real. There's no way.
Who did you raise? And how did y'all not know that he had signs of potentially being a killer? Because at that rate, he was on the verge of being a serial killer. Like, he had the whole vibes. Like, you got remains in the house. You were smart enough to know that you couldn't, like, or he loved his. I'm not gonna say he didn't love his parents, but majority of them, once their parents start finding out certain things, like they'll off them.
Yeah, some of them.
But he also knew that he probably wasn't going to be able to afford his lifestyle, being as though he was 19, still at home, and I'm assuming not in school, college, or anything like that. So,
this is why we've told people before: stop ignoring your child's red flags, because best believe there were many, and they ignored every single one of them.
And he had the audacity to bring them home.
But you didn't even try to hide it.
You brought them things home. And the crazy part is they could have been hidden in his room. But you know how moms are.
Mm-hmm.
You still live in their house, stay in there, clean, especially with their sons. Oh my God. In there, cleaning his room, moving things around, picking things up in his closet, and whoop.
Right, like...
I know I'm not saying what I think I did. First of all, you didn't cause your mom so much trauma just off that the strength of that.
I have so
Let
many.
alone the fact that she has to deal with her son is the city, town, whatever, because they look like they own a farm. To be honest, it's like farmland that they pull.
I cannot. I have so many questions.
You killed the guy, he had his identification on there, and you went and looked up who he was, or you already knew who this guy was.
Okay.
And you killed him.
I have questions, like so many questions that we're not going to know answers to. So, like, I'm just saying, like, in general, I have so many questions.
I mean, he basically told you what it was. He wanted to kill him.
No, not about that necessarily, but what did you do with the rest of him?
That's the part that I couldn't make it to.
What'd you do with the rest of him? No.
If he was that cooperative, I'm pretty sure he let the police know where the rest of the body was.
Probably. Or, yeah, I mean, you said it's a farm, right?
The thing is, what did you do? You kept him.
Gave it to the pigs. If you give them to the pigs.
Look, that's a whole nother story. Because did you hear about that? They just sentenced a man for that, for stuffing black women, feeding black women to his pigs. He was chopping them up and feeding them to the pigs. I
was getting ready to make a Carol Baskin joke, but that's terrible. I was going to take it a different way, but yeah. Just, no. That's ridiculous.
All right, so
that kid needs to be permanently institutionalized.
Bro, at this point, I guarantee the way he went about answering their line of questions, he's gonna plead insanity.
Oh yeah, he done laid the groundwork now.
Won't serve them like that lifetime, because insanity don't stop you from serving life. It gives you a certain amount of protection nowadays. Because for how the crime is that he did was kind of heinous, 9 times out of 10 he's still gonna serve a life sentence. He's just gonna serve it in some type of other institution, but whatever.
Yeah.
I digress. I pray for the family of whomever's child that got chopped up. Like
That's terrible. All right.
Wow. So moving along. How would you react if a man told you periods are overrated? This man played a prank on his wife on TikTok.
It was a prank.
He said it was a prank.
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure it was a prank how he was recording it. He purposely ensured that his wife could hear him complaining in the camera about it. And she was reading him his name right.
As she should. As she should. I do not understand why just because they don't feel it, they want to dismiss it. I do not understand that. I don't get it. We're not asking you. We know it's impossible for you to feel what we feel, but don't be an asshole. Like, it's super simple. Like, I'm flipping something. I'm finding a table.
Your nuts was tearing.
Exactly.
And you were passing blood clots through your anus. And your pee-pee hole.
Yeah.
You would definitely understand where women are coming from.
Yeah.
You might want to stop while you're ahead.
Yeah, don't forget
I hope none of y'all are stupid enough to ever say that to a female.
Yeah, don't do that. Do not do that.
You're talking about women that can actually give birth to whole human beings.
Right, and that's like that period cramp simulator thing, that's still nothing. Because I watch those videos for fun. When those men just talk shit and their wife says, you know what? Here you go. And even then, when the women flip it, that's still nothing. Because the women will put it on, they're like, you were bitching about what? So y'all really have no idea. No.
The amount of pain that we deal with month to month sometimes is like, y'all definitely.
Well, that's why they say that most women will have undiagnosed or untreated heart attacks, because the pain is very similar. So like, that's why we're walking around, and some of us may have had them the older we get and we never went. It's the same type of pain. It's heart attack pain. Come on now. That's science. Like that's like doctors are talking about this. It's not just us saying that.
Say that's one type of pain you can compare it to.
Yeah, but like that's something that like I think everybody like some things are so specific, like period pain is specific, but you say a heart attack, that's not specific. You know what I mean? So like when you compare it to something that they could kind of grasp, I think men might understand it better. When you compare it to something they can kind of wrap their head around the concept of. Because they really don't know. It's still not an excuse though.
Nope, not even.
Y'all
Not
are
even close.
jackasses.
All right, so here we go.
Mm.
Top hygiene products to start this year off.
Well, I went into this year taking skincare a little more seriously. You saw my cab. I got some more skincare stuff, especially for my face.
Okay, specifically.
I think I got some vitamin C stuff in there. I think it's vitamin C. Like then there I have a retinol and collagen in there. I didn't like that one as much. It was super heavy on my face. So like the vitamin C stuff I've been using because it doesn't sit like heavy on my face. I think it's a eye serum. It's like a oil and then like a just a general like moisturizer, I think. But like the skincare for my face, I've definitely taken more seriously this year. I know it's early, but I started before the new year.
Okay. Any other hygiene products?
Nothing new.
Facial.
And not new, like stuff I've always used.
Is there anything else that you want to purchase hygiene wise in the next month?
Something I'm interested. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about like what I want to try to focus on next. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna try to get next.
Honestly, I'm really into like hygiene butters and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oils,
Mm-hmm.
body oils to be specific, because right now we're living in a colder climate right now.
Yeah.
So oils, body butters, body lotions,
Mm-hmm.
ones that have really good scents. And my idea of a really good scent is anything that probably smell like coconuts, vanilla,
Occasionally like sugary and sweet,
or cupcakes or something like that. Like 9 times out of 10, if you walk by me at some point, I might smell like that at a point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What else?
Yep.
Definitely like scalp, skin, hair, or whatever in my
Yeah.
case. Because I do have severe dermatitis, so I wonder how many people actually had that. That's another question for another day. I have to look that statistic up.
Yeah, it might be something.
Because I met somebody else outside of like one of my family members that has it.
Really?
I don't think my mom actually has it, to be honest. I think I'm the only one that has it. My grandmother actually might have had it because I had to get it from somewhere.
I would say I think a lot of people too don't realize that that's what they have because they chalk it up to dandruff.
Probably.
Like that's what dermatologists were saying. Most people are not dealing with dandruff and they just don't know because they never take it seriously enough to go figure out what's going on.
I'm sorry, but severe dermatitis, the way that stuff itch and it gets in your face, it will break you out.
Yeah.
And it will keep going down from your face. You end up having scales down your back and everything. Like it's similar to eczema, but also similar to like having psoriasis. It's a weird combination. Anyway, let's just say mine's is somewhat, taken care of on a weekly basis. So there is that. What else? Maybe about to start getting waxed again. So that's
Lord. Okay.
Can't take the shaving no more, bro. The razor is just not. It's not. And I'm not as extreme as to get laser hair removed. Like, first of all, it's expensive. Second of all, I don't feel like dealing with that type of pain. Even though, past a point, the sessions, lessen, they get less.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I'm good. I'm under the assumption that God gave us hair for a reason, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
The leg hair I can still shave.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
My leg hair is thin anyways. Underarm hair. Now that I might be considering getting that actually only because like my skin under my arms is super sensitive. And that's probably the only reason why I'm considering it if at all.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, the mani pedis is going. That's probably go every. I might start going every 2 weeks because the 3 weeks my nails grow fast.
They do.
It's hard for
I
me.
wish I had.
To wait
my nails are trash,
and nails are expensive.
Even when I was pregnant, my nails were still trash. They were no better when I was pregnant.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So, next topic: gym modesty. Are women exposing themselves too much at the gym?
I am firmly on you can wear what you want to wear out of the house with the understanding that some things bring attention. If you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. Wear what you want. But I'm more covered up when I go to the gym. That's my preference though.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the reason why I'm on the side of a lot of women are doing too much. There's one thing to be content creating and be at the gym. There's a whole nother thing for you just to be going in the gym with everything damn near hanging out. And the reason why I say this,
I just think that's crazy work.
More to the type of female than the type of males in the gym.
I think that's crazy work because how much working out are you really doing if you're not covered and protecting like your parts? Like, how much are you really doing?
Listen,
you're really just going to look cute. If that's the move, then that's the move.
But also, you have one that don't get me wrong. Like there are men and women that go to the gym to find people to talk to. It's not that many. Most people that go to the gym, I feel like, are actually in there working out. But you have a select few that are in there on the hunt for whatever. Like,
yeah.
And please, if you're doing this, approach the woman outside of the gym, fellas. Like, no.
Yeah, especially if she's
actually on the hunt too. They just not letting it be as known.
Yeah.
Although they are revealing. So
especially if you're going to approach a woman who's actually working out, don't walk up to her while she's working out. If she's standing around taking pictures and she's clearly not working out, that might be one thing, but not if she's actually doing something. She's the last one you want to walk up to in the middle of that.
No, because most females are not that approachable at that
point. No. No.
I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say wear what you want, but know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly. Because I feel like it's a slippery slope for people to start trying to police what women are wearing at the gym. Then we go back into the what were you wearing when it happened culture. Like I feel like it's
already still a culture.
It is, but as far for whatever progress we've made to get away from it, if we start policing the gym and everything, we're going to go back to it. So like if we're going to move forward, we're going to move forward.
I'm just telling you women to watch out and watch me.
I agree with you.
Wearing to the gym
and know what you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at dudes for being dudes to a certain extent.
I agree with that.
It's just like,
I don't think no one should tell y'all what to wear, but y'all should be aware of what you're wearing when you leave the house.
Oh, but a lot of these women want to be wives one day, but
true.
They habits not adding up. So there's that. That's a conversation for another.
Yeah.
Anywho, men who think they're the prize, thoughts, opinions.
I don't like to hear a woman say that, so I damn sure don't want to hear a man say that. Like you've got to have more about you than just I'm the prize. Okay, what makes you that? Why are you the thing that we should be seeking? Like you just walking around, you sound stupid.
First of all, as a woman shouldn't be seeking you as a man anyway. But needless to say, that is very feminine of you. All of y'all are feminine that scream that I'm the prize. Y'all want to be the prize and be this woman's equal so bad. She is in female. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Her being a prize shouldn't threaten you. Her saying that she's the prize shouldn't threaten you.
No.
You want to be in that female seat so damn bad it don't make no sense. Stop. Because that's so it is so red pill to say some shit like I'm the prize.
Yeah. It is.
This has got to be on me. I'm the like my thing is if you telling me you the prize, I'm not even finna respect you. And men, y'all want respect. Well, grown men, these boys that talk about they the prize, the little princess says, like, please stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Because like anytime that I see you say the prize, I see a long wig and a dress. Like just stop. Please stop. It is ridiculous. Y'all want to play in female lanes, but then don't want to be females.
Or get insulted when somebody points it out. Yeah.
It should be the prize for lots of different reasons, but I'm not even getting ready to go into
right.
That. Like, it is so many people out here that are wondering why their relationships going left, and it's because you got a bunch of men out here that really don't want to be men, and you got a bunch of women out here that's overstepping their lanes that are overly masculine. So, like, if you're overly masculine, like that is your, like that's something you got to heal in you. But he also cannot be super feminine, like at the same time.
Right.
Like there has to be a balance.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
It's not equaling.
Be goddamn Princess Belle so bad.
Like, the math ain't math, and when y'all say shit like that, no.
Anyway, is R&B music regressing?
Depending on what era we're going back to, is that a bad thing?
We're starting at like the Luther era and coming all the way to now. Oh my bad, Luther.
Right.
Luther draws for y'all people that don't know.
Music in general could do with some past influence.
They could do with some tact, because like it was just starting to get a bit much. And the reason why I'm saying this is like if you listen to today's R&B, and it's not all it's a great percentage of today's R&B. It's not all of y'all. Some of y'all make some tasteful R&B music.
Yes.
Right?
There is some. Absolutely.
When I say tasteful, like R&B has always been about love and relationships and whatever else, right? We went from falling in love to damn near selling drugs and R&B music. Like, how did y'all get there? Like, y'all want to be rappers so bad, but y'all not hard enough, so y'all had to resort to singing. Like, it is the craziest. I mean, like y'all got songs about dogging women out. The third have it. Like, and don't get me wrong, like there was the bump and grind era in the 90s, but even the Freak Me Big, like those songs weren't like, they had some smoothness to them. These ones now stuck a little rough. I'm like, and the singer's not even that good. It's a lot of like, I'm not gonna speak on the female R&B artists because a lot of them can really blow the house down.
Yeah, they can.
These male R&B artists, y'all get on stage, and I done watched a couple of y'all, especially during COVID when the versus battle was going on. Some of y'all need some holes or some drops, some lozenges or something in your throat.
Some chloroseptic.
Like some chloroseptic. Y'all out here hitting sour notes.
If anyone listening, if you ever need like a good laugh, you could go to TikTok, you could go to YouTube, but just type in R&B died when, and I am telling you, those videos, R&B died when they stopped dancing in the rain. R&B died when they stopped grabbing at the air.
Yes.
Those videos will have you cracking up, and they are to an extent true.
That's because these dudes for real out here looking at love like it's
It was the one that said when they stopped grabbing at air. That one took me out. It was the one that said when they stopped grabbing at air. That one took me out. Because like if you run back any of them videos from when we were kids and up until maybe middle school, high school, maybe they were grabbing at all the air. Okay, they absolutely could.
Y'all out here now
that
sounding like your vocal cords been dragged through the fire. Like I need for y'all to stop.
Like you've been smoking 1,000. You know what?
Some of them do smoke. That's the crazy part. Like if you're not Chris Brown, you should probably not smoke and sing. Like that's not your thing.
Yeah,
that is not your thing. Okay.
Yeah, Chris is the only one who's like openly doing it and still sounding.
Like, the rest of y'all need to stop.
And still sounding good, even though he's
Oh my god.
Yeah, y'all need to stop. Cut it out.
And Ray J, don't nobody else put a microphone back in front of Ray J's face. Please take his mic immediately.
What do you do now?
It don't even matter what he did. It's what he shouldn't do. Just don't get back on that stage singing because you really highly embarrassed yourself doing the versus battle.
Ooh.
And then after that, I forgot what name. He had another like huge performance that sounded a hot mess.
I can't.
He said he had one wish, and I got one too for you to stop picking the mic up. Put it back down. Put it back.
Walk away.
Do not touch another mic.
I can't.
I had one wish.
For you to stop singing?
That you one wish. Anywho.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-oh.
You think the corny guys are starting to finish first or last? Because they historically have been finishing last.
Yeah, but I think that's flipping. I think it's starting to flip. It's because it's at the core of that. Corny is funny. We women like humor. We like funny, lighthearted
I feel like
men.
The corniness is being disguised with these women now calling men lame. Oh, he's lame. I don't want to deal with him. He's lame. Guess what? When you finish chasing
Miss BBL
and
oh,
that's an American nickname. Anyway,
don't get us started on nicknames. We'll be here forever.
Sean and Ray and all of those dudes or whatever, and Lil Milk and whoever else. Like, I'm gonna need for y'all to start looking at these corny dudes. Because,
yeah.
First and foremost, the fact that y'all are chasing them type of dudes already show me that you got damage. I love me a bad boy. You sound crazy. You love you a toxic man, and you like to be entertained by a toxic man. Mm-hmm. You are very immature.
Mm-hmm.
Because them lame dudes sometimes will love you a lot better than the ones that be out in the street. Because the ones that be in the street, they loving you, they loving TT down the block and whoever else.
So I am by no means calling this particular man corny. However, that kind of parallel immediately made me think of Sierra and Russell Wilson.
Oh, absolutely.
Because remember the can't leave him alone era and she did all that and then is happy, settled, married, kids, absolutely in love and being loved by the opposite. The corny dude, the good dude, the good guy.
The good guy that the toxic man is trying to embarrass.
Right.
He out there taking care of another man's child.
And
let that man come and take his child. That man didn't. Let me.
He was never prevented from.
That man was never prevented from seeing his son. This is how stupid America is.
Right.
We're dumb enough to blame the man that stepped up and married his mom and basically took him in as his son. His not even just his bonus son. He calls that boy his son.
That was a word.
His father doesn't want anything to do with him. Period.
That was.
He pretend in front in public like he wants something to do.
This is not the first time, but did you hear what you just said?
Huh?
We're dumb enough to blame the one who stepped up. That just a word. Y'all need to stop that shit.
Like,
yeah.
How stupid is that?
But that's
instant. In America, could you blame somebody for helping to raise a child? Who the father, first and foremost, do you know how long they were split? Future wasn't co-parenting when they was split, when Sierra was still single.
Right.
That man kept calling and trying to see his son. Y'all really out here buying it. And the crazy part is, you know how they buying it? Because it's the same sorry ones that's out here that claim that they even call their baby mother to go see their son that ain't seen. Then you talking about a dude that got 14 kids all across America. And he crying over the one kid. No, he's mad because Sierra flourished after she left him.
Yeah, that's what he's
upset about. This ain't got nothing to do with that kid. Because if he wanted to see his kid, him and Sierra would have already been in court for some type of custody hearing.
Yeah.
For this child.
Yeah.
Y'all keep believing the hype. She's not keeping that boy from his father.
I don't think she ever. The impression that it was never. I never got the impression that she did.
She never did.
We understand though
she
that
got on TV and laughed at it, like
things.
For real? Did he want the what?
Yeah.
You're talking about a dude that's a multi-millionaire who has not seen his son in God knows how long. Are y'all for freaking real? It's dudes that came out of jail last week that already got a custody hearing with their baby mother to see their child.
Yeah.
But then meanwhile, he been out here running free all this time. And he ain't went to go see his kid. He ain't got no court case open. None of that stuff. He might as well go ahead and sign his son over to Russell Wilson.
I mean, he's going to be old enough soon to ask. So
my thing is, he might ask, he might be at that age where he want to try to get a relationship with his father. He might ask his mother, like, hey, like, I would like to whatever. And I don't really think she's going to tell him no. The problem is she's also going to have a very real conversation with him. Like, there's a possibility that, he might not be able to see you. And that could be for a lot of different reasons. I digress. I'm not about to run the man in the hole, but I just say that to say,
y'all keep overlooking
and making excuses up for him. But he could have been took her to court if, in fact, he wanted to see his child.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't know. All I'm going to say is y'all keep talking about how lame these guys are. A lot of y'all want to be married to the bad boy that's about to run all over top of your emotions, feelings, thoughts, and be worried about him.
Right, so then you in a couple years can play the victim when you finally or he leaves you or you leave him. You get to play the victim and get like, no, stop that shit. You knew who he was. You knew exactly who he was. You knew what he was doing, and you knew what he would continue to do. So,
no, a lot of
just
them,
make a better decision from the beginning.
A lot of them, and this is where Western culture goes wrong. We all. I'm not going to say we, because I am not a part of this logic because it's stupid.
Okay.
But a lot of you all have this notion that y'all can keep playing house because marriage looks good, but none of us actually really want to be married. On the men's side, a lot of them, there's no benefits to being married, which is false. That's the false lie they want to keep telling you. Because the only thing that a lot of them are worried about nowadays, it takes too long to get divorced. And when we do get divorced, the amount of money it might cost me, That also means that you never had intentions of staying nor being married. You had intentions of your marriage potentially breaking down. But y'all also, human beings crave connection. We crave partners. We're never really supposed to be alone. Not really. Y'all want all of these God-like qualities that are deemed in for marriage, just for marriage. We were supposed to be a Christian-based country, right? And then at some point, everybody decided that their ideas was better than God's. So that's why y'all marriages are going the way that they're going. And y'all relationships. Y'all basically had, and in fact, I believe it, this might even be somewhere in the Bible, where God actually approached the female about her having, he actually asked her, was she married? And her answer was no. And he said, you sure? Because it seems like you're married. And I'm pretty sure you've had 4 other false marriages before this one, basically. So at the end of the day, I just need for y'all to understand that none of y'all relationships ever going to work out because they're not built on the right type of foundation. So at the end of the day, when you build your relationship on false things, false promises, toxicity, sex before marriage, all that type of stuff, and I'm not telling you I can't run your life. I'm not going to tell you. And it's a lot of y'all that say, hey, I believe in God, but you believe in God so much that you won't stop having sex before marriage. And then wonder why y'all relationships is going the way that it's going. And on top of that, Americans are super selfish. So if my life look great, I don't care about who else is being impacted by it and what else is affecting it. Reason being, that's why our country get ready to go a specific way in these next couple of weeks. It's already started to turn over. Because we are that selfish to worry about just our pockets because somebody promised you something for your pockets that we about to shoot ourselves in the foot. Anyway. I'm move on to the next topic because I'm not even about to get into politics. The world know how stupid we are. I ain't got to tell y'all. Right. Anyway, so
true.
Have you heard about this shit? So the 70,000 men that had a group chat group, whatever it was, I forgot what platform it was on.
I forgot.
I know the platform. I just forgot the name of it. Anyway, but that was when they're talking about sexually abusing women
and how to get away with it.
Sexually assaulting.
I did hear about this.
How to do it, what to use, sharing pictures, and all this other crazy shit. Like, This is the demonic.
That
we starting to go
that
to. Like,
absolutely.
What did we our platform for that? But meanwhile, men cannot see, and you will have some men to be like 70,000 men. That's not that much compared to the rest of the world.
It doesn't matter. That does not matter.
You realize how many 70,000 men actually really are on a platform?
Well, not even
those are just the ones they could track. That's not people that's going to continuously join this platform.
Well,
There's going to be more.
Not even to think about it like that. Think about it like this. That's 70,000 men who have sisters, mothers, wives, daughters, aunts, cousins. How many women are tied to these men? If you consider how many women they interact with on a daily basis, that 70,000 easily multiplies itself by what, 15, 20 at minimum? Mm-hmm. Come on now, y'all. Think like stop thinking about start thinking about the implications of it and the consequences of this. Like, okay, 70,000 men, release their names so the public can move accordingly.
No, didn't release none of their names.
No, they're not going to.
Some of them are in government.
I'm sure.
Some of them are y'all doctors, y'all lawyers.
Mm-hmm. Your husbands.
Probably in construction, building y'all homes, and y'all putting that energy on your houses and your buildings where you guys work. Architects, you name it, they probably are holding some position somewhere that impacts your life or your lifestyle, depending on where you live.
Yep.
Because apparently, I guess this was in Germany that this was done. I don't know for sure. But what I will say is, I don't care where in the world it was done. It is disgusting.
It is.
Period, point blank. It is very disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the point where, as though this proves women's point.
We'll pick the bear.
The damn bear.
We'll pick the bear.
My thing is, at least if I choose the bear, I know one or two things is true. Either A, I'm going to be able to escape this bear, or B,
that's it.
Kill me. That's it. He ain't fitting to rape me, torture me,
nope.
Potentially kill me. And I'm not saying this is every male, because some men will be like, well, because they're gonna try logic their way.
They have been trying to do that.
Percentage shows that it ain't a bunch of men who just living lonely out in the woods.
Right.
Because the question was, if you were in the middle of the woods, how many regular ass dudes just in the middle of the woods just by themselves?
Right.
On a regular.
Yeah.
Like, let's be for real. Not on a trail, not walking, not on some farmland, not on a cabin in the forest that they might own. Out in the middle of the wilderness, woods, wherever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bear.
And a man is out there by himself.
I'll take the bear.
Probably not. At least not in the areas that we live.
Right. Yeah, no, I'll take the bear.
I'm taking the bear for 3,000 Alex.
Because at least if the bear is going to kill me, it's going to happen fairly quickly. And as painlessly as possible. No, I'll take the bear.
Also, there are other ways to potentially make a bear run in the opposite direction.
There are ways.
So we're not even getting ready to get on that.
Right.
What I'm going to say is...
the principle of it.
The principle is these are 70,000 men out of however many more men that's not being caught.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I heard about that.
Heard about it. Just like it was a girl online earlier. Like, she literally had to... She's finally, I guess she's meeting with these lawyers because she was sexually assaulted at her high school. And apparently somebody else was in the comments from her high school who was like, bro, the school swept so many of them under the rug. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's crazy how nobody in society believes these girls when they get molested and raped and this, that, and the third. But yet we about to put laws in place that don't protect women all over again.
You're about to revoke a lot of
like,
protections.
What are we thinking? Like, y'all people are wild.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all gotta deal with God. Y'all ain't got to deal with me. So
right, that's true.
What it is.
That's true.
Thinking He will exist if you want to.
Right.
Anywho, like, comment, share,
subscribe,
hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Peace.